Hello, welcome, welcome. Hi, all about Maine. Hi, amazing fruits. Welcome. Hi, Carla. Hi, intuitive chosen one. Everyone's automatically added. Oh, I'm just doing up the free list. Now, if the maybe the mods can sort of create, once I've done the list, they can copy and paste it. They can add the new people that come in over the next hour. Oops, I missed that. World, right. So everyone's automatically added. So what I want to do, oops, I'm just doing this here. So know that everybody's all welcome. Everyone's added. So I've done up a free list, and if the mods can sort of keep an eye on the list to make sure that people are posting, make sure people are behaving, you know, patience. Okay, so the free list I've got at the moment. Okay, all about Maine, amazing fruits, Carla, intuitive, chosen one, Mary, light in the world, and Maria. So everyone will be added. So let's start with all about Maine, your question, amazing fruits, and Carla. Okay, now don't forget donations do take priority. We'll be on for just over an hour. The hour is just to see who comes in, and then I'll wrap up. After the hour, I'll then start wrapping up the last of the questions and things that are happening. So let's have a look here. Let's just light the incense while we get some questions up and running. So let's some dragon's blood plant. So let's do dragon's blood for the incense. Let's get that all in there. So let's do all about Maine, amazing fruits, and Carla for questions. And intuitive chosen one. Now, if you've typed your question in, please only type it once. You only need to type your question in once because I can scroll back. So please make sure that you've only typed your question in once. And don't forget, if you donate, now, if you're doing a free reading, it's 2 cards. If you want more information, the donations do give you that a little bit more in the way of cards and oracle cards as well, depending on the tarot deck used. Okay, so I'm waiting for all about Maine. And so we're looking at, let's put my glasses on so I can actually see the cards. How is my relationship? I don't want that one. How is my relationship with Llama supposed to help me grow? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I actually want the epic tarot. Right, how is my relationship with Llama supposed to help me grow? What a great question. How is my relationship with Llama supposed to help? Oh, okay, all about Maine grow. Okay, so cards that flipped out. Interesting. Because here we've got, it's interesting how they just flipped out, and I've shuffled them a million times, and yet oh, that's interesting. Okay, so first one, we're looking at our strength, looking at your strength. It's supposed to give you some courage, the endurance, the stamina, the strength to sort of move forward on your journey. Definitely gives you that sense of strength. It allows you to find the truth of the situation, find a sense of clarity, look at the consequences of any actions taken as you develop here. It's allowing you to, with the Hermit card, I'm getting the words gain wisdom. That's what I got here. Gain knowledge, gain wisdom here. And also about walking alone on your own journey. So I think for you, it's your relationship with Lama gives you the strength to, and the courage to look at the consequences of any actions that are taken, or consequences of any action that is definitely taken here. So I definitely feels as though it gives you that ability to walk, to gain knowledge as you walk alone in your journey, or as an individual. Not necessarily alone, but walking as an individual. Walking alone as an individual is really important here. So it does give you that ability there. So it does give you that courage, the ability to look at the consequences of any action taken, finding a sense of equilibrium or balance in your journey. Definitely gain some knowledge, gain some wisdom from your experience. So that's going to help you grow in many ways. Okay, so we've got amazing fruits I'm still waiting for. So let's do Carla's one here. So Carla, will I get my apartment and home soon? Well, when you ask yes and no questions, Carla, you're not really giving the cards very much to sort of work with. Let's see what you're getting. A very yes and no. Hi, Aldonna. An amazing fruits. Right. Do you shortly, but let's do, will you get an apartment home soon? So what do you need to know in regards to the apartment and home? Basically, what do you need to know? Oops. What do you need to know? Okay, first thing I got here was very much with the Six of Pentacles, was about a sense of how much you're giving away. I think you need to be very aware of, to get your apartment, you need to be very aware of how much you give away, is what I'm getting here, is how much you're paying. Because it's unconditional. It feels like, I think you need some conditions. Even though this is sort of giving away unconditionally, I feel like there's a sense of needing conditions. You need to look at how much you're paying in the situation, how much you're giving away, you know, for an exchange for the apartment. I think it's very much about your balance, your budget here. And then you've got, I think you need to be careful about your enthusiasm and your drive. I think you need to look at how enthusiastic your drive is in regard to this apartment, to how much you're giving away to it, what it's worth to you. So will you get an apartment and home soon? Totally depends on how much you want to pay, how much you want to, yeah, very much about how much you want to pay for the apartment, and what your enthusiasm or drive is for the apartment. Okay, so that's really important there. Depends on so many circumstances, and whether you'll get an apartment or home soon, on how much you want to pay, what's your drive, your motivation for the apartment or the home, you know, your passion for the home, how much you really want it. That's going to make a big difference. So I think options will arise for you, but whether you take hold of those options is totally up to you. There. Okay, so amazing fruits. So from my list, I'm looking for Intuitive Chosen One, and Mary, and Light in the World for your questions. Thank you. Okay, how does Amos currently feel about you? Let's do the Tarot of the Divine. Yep, so I just need your question, please, Intuitive Chosen One. How does Amos currently feel about you? Let's have a look. What's going on here? Okay. Feels like you've got 10 of Cups here. So that's definitely a connection, a sense of everything sort of coming together sort of energy. But yet there is you've got the Devil card here, which is like being chained to that feeling, you know, wanting it so much that it becomes obsessive in a way. So here you've got this sense of trying to be in moderation. I feel like everything's being in excess. You've got the Devil and the Temperance here. So you've got that sense of everything being an excessive connection here, wanting everything to be full on. So I think you need to be quite careful, Amazing Fruits, that it doesn't get too obsessive about it, that things sort of calm down. Things need to be a little bit tranquil, need to find a sense of moderation, not being excessive in this connection, this wanting everything to be perfect, everything to be A1. I think you need to be very, very aware of what's going on here. I feel like there's going to be a sense of obsessiveness in a way, things being chained to this connection here, wanting everything to be perfect. Oh, thanks All About Maine. Sorry. Okay, Intuitive Chosen One. So what do I need to know about any secrets? It's hiding, right. Let's use the Waterfall Tarot. Oh, that was me being clumsy. Right. It's interesting. I just got the word stabbed in the back. Like if something is definitely going on behind the scenes. I feel like something is definitely going on behind the scenes, maybe not so honest situation. I feel like there's some truths not being faced. There's definitely some truths being hidden. There's some secrets. There's definitely lots to be hidden from. Definitely feels like there's a sense of betrayal, a sense of things ending, something that needs to be final in the situation. So they're really sort of saying, you know, it's really not going to be given to you, this information. It really is hidden from you. It's not very pleasant. Let's put it that way. Let's just say it's not very pleasant. It feels, maybe it's something that you don't really need to know. Looking at the card, it feels like something is very final, that something is definitely feels like stabbed in the back. Something is, so I just keep getting not very nice energy. So something that's not really important to you. I think it's just about closure, letting things go. I think it's someone that you don't want to be involved with. I think it's about some things that are not being faced here. Some truths that need to be looked at. So Intuitive Chosen One, I think it's about moving on here. I get a sense of it's time to sort of move on. Let the past go, move on from it. time to sort of start again. Not feel very positive energy in that one. Right. Mary. Then light in the world. So I'm waiting for light in the world and Maria. Light in the world and Maria. Then Taha. So I'm just waiting for light in the world. Will I succeed at university this year? So what do you need to do to succeed? What do you really need to do to succeed? Let's do the crystal power. Crystal power. What do you need to do to succeed? You're welcome, intuitive. Right. So will you succeed at university this year? What do you need to know to succeed? Okay, first thing you need to do is about I keep wanting to say creating something new for yourself, being able to have the birth of something in regards to and what you want to do, but also about taking care of yourself is so important here. It's not about just taking care of everything else, but taking care of yourself. So that's going to help you succeed. There's things, if you want to succeed, there's things that you need to do. You're not just going to succeed by sitting on your backside. You've got to take action. These things like taking care of yourself, nurturing your soul is so important here. Focusing on the direction you actually want to go in. Because it's going to be so easy for you to get distracted. Easy for you to be pulled in different directions. Okay, so it's about going forth with focus, with determination here. It's not just about will you succeed. You can only succeed if you take action, if you actually move forward. The Chariot card does say that you're going to have success, but it's all about the contemplation in the direction that you're actually moving into. It's all about nurturing your soul, nurturing who you are, making sure that you're taking care of all of your needs. If you can take care of all of your needs, then you're going to birth that success into your life. You are going to be on the right path. But it's all about making sure you're not distracted, you're not being pulled in different directions, that you're focused and moving in the same direction. You're moving forward on the focused path. That's super important here. Okay, so will you succeed at university? Only if you nurture your soul and you focus on the direction you're going in and be careful of distractions. I feel like you could be easily distracted and taken off your path to success. So just make sure that you're on that, to make sure that you succeed, make sure you're focused on that one path. You take care of your soul. Okay, that's super important there if you want to succeed. That's why it's important that you think about your question. Okay, so light in the world. So I haven't had any question from light in the world. Right, so Maria. Have I had a question from Maria? Here's the free list. Light in the world and Maria. Okay, what do you need to know about love, a new love life coming into your... Okay, so you want to know about your love life. Let's do the romantic tarot. Let's have a look and see, what do you need to know about love? How can you bring love into your life? Yes, light in the world. I need a question, please. Okay, what do you need to know about love? How can you bring a new love into your life? Okay, how can you bring a new love into your life soon? Right, okay, how can you bring? Okay, first thing you need to do is, are you going to bring a new love into your life? Definitely feels as though someone's coming in, someone with passion, with movement, swift movement, tells you that someone who's very dynamic, fiery sort of energy here could be coming into your life here. Someone who's quite dynamic, quite energetic, quite passionate, and yet romantic. Someone who may be easily wounded. So yes, it does feel like someone's coming into your life soon, but you've got to decide what you do with that. I do feel like they're going to be quite passionate, creative, very fresh, youthful energy. Someone who feels like they need to be in alignment with their emotions as well. So there is that sort of beginning movement sort of energy here. So it does feel like someone new's coming in, for sure. Okay, light in the world. Characteristics of future spouse. Now that really limits your possibilities to other people in your life, because spouses can be short term, not necessarily long term. And characteristics can be so limiting. Thank you, All About Maine. Thank you very, very much. Muchly appreciated. Thanks for being here. Thank you for supporting. Okay. What they're saying to me, light in the world, which is why I was sort of got this limiting thoughts and things to it, is because they're really asking you to choose wisely. Not all people that come into your life that you want in your life are going to be good for you. So you got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups tells us that you've got to make some wise choices. And just because something seems shiny and seems positive, it doesn't mean it's going to be really good for you. It's not going. It could be toxic. Okay, not everything is going to be good for you. Not everything that comes into your life is going to be good for you. Just because someone, a future spouse, comes into your life, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be really good for you. Okay, so this is what's coming up. So it's not necessarily that coming through. Well, may not be. And you've got a choice to whether you're going to have that husband or not. You don't have to have that future spouse in your life. There is a lot of need for solitude, a lot of need for reflection, contemplation. Look at the wisdom that you gain from your experiences. So I think it's about enjoying the relationships along the way. I think you need to do a lot of reflecting, a lot of self-awareness. is super important here. I think you've got a lot of choices to make, a lot of options available to you, and you've got to use your own free will, okay, to look at your experiences, to look at the knowledge that you gain, and see your own light at the end of the tunnel. I think it just tells you that you've got to make your own choices. It's all about your own free will. It's not up to the universe. It's not up to the cards to give you the answers. This is something that you have to discover for yourself. They're really just sort of saying this is something that you have to discover for yourself. You have to look at your own emotions, your own heart, your own thoughts, your own ideas. Look at your own experiences, your own knowledge. I think that's really important here. So it's just about looking at all your options available to you. I think it's about you having your own free will. It's not up to the cards to decide who your future spouse is going to be, but that's something that you have to decide for yourself. Yeah. That's all right. So, cute. Right, next. Yeah. I want the cards, the universe really wants you to be empowered. It's only a guide. It's for you to be empowered, for you to decide. Yep. That's right. They want you to be empowered on your journey. Right, Taha, Eldonna, and then Rebione. Right, so let's do, who did I see up here? Eldonna. Right, so Taha, Kabaja, just need your question. So can I just have some questions, please? Donna wanted a general, so I'll do that. General for, let's do the Gilded Tarot Royale. General for general. Oh! Okay, I'm just going to do these 3 cards because that's what popped out when I talked about your general for January. Okay, the first one is to look at your emotions. I think it's really important for you to look at your emotions and how you're dealing with those emotions at the moment, allowing yourself to sort of make sure that you feel that you're in balance, that you're in that sense of in alignment with oneself emotionally. Again, it's about looking at the truth of the situation. Look at the facts in regards to your emotions. I feel it's very much about looking at the facts of how you're actually feeling. Acknowledging your emotions here is super important because that's going to allow you to have a sense of clarity. Trusting in your intuition is so important here, Eldonna. It's really about trusting your own intuition through January here. I think you're going to be dealing with a lot of emotional stuff, so you're going to have to really look at the facts of what's actually going on for you emotionally, and to really sort of nurture that sense of ideas and plans you may have. Trust in your intuition for January is going to be super important here. So yeah, I think January is very much going to be about dealing with making sure you're feeling like you're in alignment emotionally, looking at the facts of the situation, making sure you've sort of expecting the truth of what's actually going on here, nurturing the ideas and the plans you have, and trusting in your own intuition here. Nurture that intuition, that development you may have within yourself, allowing you a sense of inner peace in a way. Seems really important. For some reason, sort of the doves here sort of really stand out. The white birds here, the sense of cleansing away the debris, allowing that sense of inner peace coming through. Super important here. Okay, so next on the list, Taha and Rabone. So I'm just waiting for Taha. I don't know whether they're still there, but let's do YOUIR. Ooh, it's fairly quick today. So if you've been on the list and you haven't typed in your question and you're in chat, can you please make sure you've typed in your question, please? So I can make sure that I do a reading for you. Let's do the Cats Rule the Earth. So if you're in chat, can you please make sure that you've typed in your question? Then I can do your reading for you. What's good coming towards you in the near future? What's coming towards you? What's happening? Okay, what's happening here? Whew. Okay. This feels like you're breaking free from old habits. I feel like you're going to be breaking free is what I got here. First words were as I got breaking free. So I do feel like you're going to release the old chains. It's very much about nurturing your, or taking care of your well-being, being organized. Words being organized, being a sense of assertive, being sort of ready to sort of take on any task here. And it's all about breaking old habits, which is super important here. It's all about being able to sort of nurture your sense of focus, your sense of well-being in many ways here, making sure that you are sort of organized, firm, by breaking free of old habits, of old the things that keep you chained to the past. That seems really important here. So yeah, it does feel like you're going to be breaking free from old habits. I feel like there's going to be some changes for you. There's definitely some changes as you become a lot more sort of focused on your well-being. Right. So you want to know what's going on with John. So what's going on with John? What's this connection that you guys have? Let's just do the Waitsmith. This is Waitsmith. Feels like you're going to be waiting around. I feel like you're waiting. And it's time for some clarity. I feel like it's a sense of enlightenment. I feel like you're going to get an understanding about the situation. I do feel like you're going to be waiting for a while for anything to happen. Okay, and I do feel like it's going to give you a sense of clarity within yourself. I do feel like you're going to be waiting for a while if John's to be your husband in any way. I think you're going to be waiting. So in a way, I sort of get a sense of no, not at this stage. Okay, because I do feel like you're going to be waiting around. But it is going to give you the clarity. I think there's a lot of stuff that is needs to be cut away. I think you need to really look at the truth of the situation to bring in the new beginnings, the new ideas, the new plans. So I do feel like you're in suspension. You're sacrificing yourself, waiting for something to happen. Okay, so it's really time to get some clarity within yourself. About where you want to go, what you want to do. Cut away the sense of confusion, that the doubts and things that are going on here. I think it's about time to sort of look in a new direction, or look at the different directions that you can go in here. Look at what you're sacrificing. It's time to look at things from a different perspective, with about living your life. I feel like there's a sense of cutting down, because you are in suspension, you are in limbo as you wait. You'll be waiting for a while. It's a bit of a waiting game for that one. Right, so if you're in chat and you haven't typed in your question, please type in your question now. And what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's do this. One, two, or three. So we're using the Shadow and Light Tarot with the Shadow and Light Oracle, with the Occult Tarot and the Angel Tarot. Right, so pick a pile, 1, 2, or 3. First one here, we're looking at acceptance, being able to surrender. Surrender is really important here. It's all about things finishing, things ending, so that you can be much more in control of your life. So it really is about things ending, things. So it's really about accepting that things need to end, that things need to be final, so that you can be more in control of your journey, that you can be more of a leader in your journey here. Next one here is about standing in your own power, being empowered by the choices that you actually make, which is super important. Being able to have a sense of integrity as you inherit, or you inherit the sense of wealth. Important here. So really it is about standing in your own power, being respectful of your own self as you sort of let the as you awaken spiritually, knowing that things are, that you've got the sense of wealth within you. Pile number 3, is all about things moving in a cycles. Feels like things are moving continually. Things are moving continually. As you have the sense of learning and discovering, you know, as things continue to move in new cycles, you discover and learn so much more, recognizing your own skills and what you're capable of here, of what you're capable of. So here you've got the sense of surrendering to what needs to be, respecting oneself, and moving through one's cycles, moving through lots of cycles in life. So there we are, 1, 2, and 3. That's cool. Okay, so let's do okay, so if you're in chat and want a reading, don't forget to check out the links as well. Looks like it's a nice quiet day. So I'm not sure if anyone wants a reading or what's going on here. So I think that's it. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Seems very quiet today. Let me just do this. Right. Oops, that didn't spell that right. So I'm just seeing who's here. Right. Oh, right. It's all very quiet today. Okay, so I'm just going to finish up with let's do a quick look at let's do my creation. So you can order on Make Playing Cards a selection of my decks. I do have the Journey to the Crossroads Tarot that I created myself. Just gonna do. So this is Journey to the Crossroads Tarot. Oops. Right, so that's Journey to the Crossroads Tarot with the Crossroads Oracle. Okay. And also, let's do this. Oh, I just dropped a deck. Oh my God, that was clever. Oh, that's Nature Spirits Oracle. Which I'll show you in a minute. Hi, Mira. Yes, you can just add your question in. There's nobody's waiting. Everyone's had their reading, so you can just type in your question. I don't know what's happened to everybody. It's all been very quiet, so everyone's had their reading. So this is just the Nature Spirits Oracle that I created, available through Make Playing Cards. You can see the rest of my Tarot Oracle playing card, Loteria, Lenormand decks available through Make Playing Cards. You can find the link down below in the description box. So this is called the Nature Spirits Oracle. So this was done through some photos that I took, and then I doubled them over. Some, of course, are just single photos, but mostly they are ones where I have taken photos and then doubled them over or manipulated them in some way to create these effects. So yeah, if you want a reading, just please type in your question. If you've just arrived in, welcome, welcome. Please type in your question. Just type your question in once and I will do a reading for you. If you wish to have a little bit more information, don't forget the donations. Anything from $1 is going to give you a few more cards, a few more tarot cards, plus an oracle card as well for more information. So this is the Nature Spirits Oracle that I'm just showing you here, taken from photos that I took around the place and created some different sort of images. So that's just showing you some of the decks that I've created myself. This is a playing card set that I created. It's not available through, it is available through Make Playing Cards, but I have to order it because it's not something that I didn't put it in for sale. It's just something I made for myself with my digital art. There are some other decks there that you could use with my digital art on them without the keywords and things. It was just a playing card set so that I could learn the meanings of the playing cards. Just something I created myself. Okay, what I did create is Oracle of Passion. So Mira, I'm just waiting for your question to come through and then I will do a reading for you. So this is the Oracle of Passions that I created with my digital art. It's available through Make Playing Cards as well. let me put these to one side. And let's do need to have a bit of a sort out again. So what's a correct is either one. Okay, so you want to know what's going on here with this relationship, this connection. Let's do the Moon Baby Tarot. Mirror. You want to know if what's going on with this connection, what's happening, what's his intention, what's the connection that you guys have, what does the future hold? Now remember, I'm only doing 2 cards, so we're not getting a lot of information, but let's have a look. What's going on with Aquarius? What's happening here? Okay, oh, I felt that. Whew. Okay, we get this thing that he's taking something from you. Okay, so he is taking something from you. It is something that's going to have to take a lot of inner power, a lot of inner strength to sort of move through this process. So I do feel as though it's someone who sort of takes a lot. He's taking a lot from you, and it does take a lot of strength in that to stay with him. So if you choose to stay there, it is going to take a lot of strength. He does feel like he's taking something from you. He's not, I just feel like he's someone who takes a lot of energy from you, a lot of thought, a lot of ideas, a lot of plans away from you. Okay, and it is going to take a lot of strength. Okay, it's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of endurance and stamina to stay with this person, even if staying as friends. I think he's someone who takes a lot with the Knight, or with the 7 of Swords here. It's about taking things from you, taking something, even if you haven't talked something yet. I do feel like it's someone who's going to take, he's going to be a real taker. Even if you haven't talked yet, I think it's someone that you haven't talked to this person yet. Well, then you don't know what's going to lie ahead. I just feel like he's going to be a taker, and it's going to be someone who, you know, I feel like he's going to take a lot from you. He's going to be a real taker. And it's going to take a lot of strength and a lot of courage to be friends with this person if you haven't talked to them yet. So have you spent any time, have you actually dated this person? Have you started to, you know, so you haven't done anything with this person? Just says this person is someone who takes. They're a taker. Well, you know, you're going to be giving a lot of yourself. You're going to be giving because they're going to be taking a lot from you. It's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of power, a lot of thing to be with this person. It's going to take a lot of endurance, a lot of stamina. It's going to be hard work, put it that way, to be with this person. Look, totally it's up to you how much you want to give away, but this is someone who takes. They're a taker. They're not a giver. They're a taker. So it's not going to be a very equal relationship. So I don't think it's I think it's someone you're going to have a lot, you know, it's going to take you a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of endurance to be with this person. But what you do with it is totally up to you. Just saying, this person's a taker. So it doesn't look very positive. I don't think it's someone, I don't know if it's someone that you really want in your life. But that's up to you. It's up to you what you do with it. Just feels like someone who's a bit of a taker. They're not very positive energy for you. It's not a positive person in your life, put it that way. But up to you. They're not very positive. They're someone who takes. They don't give, they take. You want someone who's going to be equal. Yes, Mirror. Do you want someone who just takes and never gives? It's not an equal relationship. Like this is someone who doesn't give to you, they take. Do you want someone in your life that only takes, who feels like they've taken all your energy? It's going to be hard work to be with them. It's hard work to be with that person. There's someone who takes. They don't give. They do not give to you. They take. It's going to take a lot of strength to be with that person, a lot of courage, a lot of endurance and stamina if you want to be with that person. But it's not positive. Yeah, so you've got to be empowered. You've got to stand in your own power. You've got to take, you've got to have that, you've got to stand in your own power. You've got to be empowered to use your free will. Right, so that's about it. That's the end of, unless there's any more questions coming in. Last questions. Yeah. I think even as a friend, they take. But up to you what you do with it. Like I say, you got free will. You choose what you want to do. Okay, so this is about it. Okay, so if there's any questions or anything, this is the end of it. So I'm just waiting for the last. You're welcome, Mirror. You're welcome. Okay, so this is it, looks like. Okay, my hour's up. I don't think any more questions. I'm just sort of checking, making sure. Bye, everybody. I think that's it. Oh, Mizrak, just before I finish up. Hello, how are you? If you want a reading, I was just finishing up, but if you want a reading, you need to type in your question now. Just finishing up. So I'll just be on for another couple of minutes and then that's it. It's just the type of person he is, Mirror. It's just the type of person he is. This rack. Right. Finishing up. Not sure if there's any more questions. I've only on for another minute or two, and then I've got to go. I've got some stuff I've got to get done. Some other client. I've got another appointment shortly, so I better get my button to get. So just wait and see if Ms. Rack had a question. Ms. Rack came in, so I'm not sure. Can't hang around forever. I've got to get going. Seems very slow, Facebook. Last call for questions. Okay, I'm going to have to call it quits. If there's no questions coming through, if you want a reading, I'll see you in a couple of days, or don't forget to check out the last reading. Okay, that's I was just finishing up. Actually just finishing up, so I'll just do last one. Let's have a look. Why would M's ex be reaching out to me? What's going on here? Why would... Okay, card just flew out. Hoping for a connection of some sort. Hoping for a connection on some sort. Hoping for a connection. Really about learning. I get a sense of learning something. They want to learn something. They're hoping for a connection on some level. With this here, I just get the sense of connection, a sense of closure, emotional closure. Okay, emotional connection here. Does feel like there's some sort of connection, emotional closure. Wanting to learn something about a situation. Why would M's ex be reaching out to you? They're hoping for some sort of connection, hoping for some sort of closure in a situation that's going on. A sense of wanting to learn something. So they may be wanting to learn something about their ex, about M. So they may be wanting to learn something about that situation. I just get a sense of learning. They're wanting to learn something about this connection that they had. They're hoping for. Okay, they're hoping for that connection, wanting that sense of closure from that connection. So what's B's energy towards you now? Okay, here we get adventures. We get the sense of passion. Actually, the turning away sort of from the situation. So I feel like there's a sense of passion, creativity, adventure coming up here. And here you've got this wealth, this connection, everything sort of coming together, sort of unity. So I feel like it's maybe sort of maybe a passionate, conquering sort of King of Wands can be a bit of a player as well, sort of that a mature energy, but has this sense of passion in a way, and sort of wanting to sort of come together, a sense of yeah, I just sort of get the sense of a bit of a sort of a playing sort of energy, conquering passion, a sense of coming together, wanting things to sort of come together, sort of energy, sense of completion, unity. It's funny because I've just got sort of like branches of a tree, like wanting to connect to all possibilities within the energy. Okay, so that's it for me. That's it. I've got to go. That's the end of it now. Thanks for being with me. Take care. I've got to go. I've got some appointments, so I better get going. So that's it.